welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here for another one. If you're new, welcome. And for this DIY, well, it's not really a DIY, but you will be doing it yourself. We're going to cook this time, and I figured this would be best for the holidays, or all the holidays that are coming up, to make homemade mac and cheese. And this recipe, has been in my family for many generations, and it's always a smash at any dinner, event, potluck, whatever. It always hits.
And it hits hard.
So I figure I share with you guys. Also too, that's not the only way to make homemade mac and cheese. There's like other cool things you can do, and I'll probably do another video to show variations of what you can do to acquire different tastes. There's like lobster mac, there's mac where you can utilize like chicken broth, or you could utilize cream of mushroom soup, and I think like maybe some other things too. So I know back in the day we used to use flours, but like I said, I'll do that in another video for you guys, and you can pick and choose which type of mac and cheese you're feeling. But to start you guys off, I figured this would be perfect. All the ingredients that I'm using I will put into the description box so that you guys can reference it later. If you see value in this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you are notified when I post other videos. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here is a nice screenshot of all the ingredients I will be using in this recipe. Note, it's better to grate the cheese fresh than to buy it already grated in a bag. It melts better and it looks better. It's just better. The reason I'm using a bag of shredded cheese was due to time constraints for the day, and it saves a little bit of time having that prepped. First, let's boil the noodles, set the heat to high, then add some salt and oil to season the noodles, and it helps the noodles not stick to each other. When the water comes to a boil, then you add the noodles. For the noodles to cook, it's going to need 10 minutes, so let's set the timer. Also, let's go ahead and preheat the oven to 300 degrees. Time to create the cheese sauce. Set the heat setting to low on the stove. First, you're going to melt half a stick of butter. Next, beat 2 eggs and then add to the sauce. Next, add a can of pet milk. Then you're going to add to the sauce a can of Campbell's cheddar cheese. And don't forget to occasionally stir the noodles while they boil so that they don't stick and burn. Next, to your cheese sauce, add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Make sure you test the sauce for the desired or acquired taste that you're looking for, and so that you don't over season or over salt. Then you're going to add shredded cheese to the sauce for thickness and more flavor.
Next, we're going to add more flavor by adding paprika to the cheese sauce. Then I just keep adding cheese for the desired thickness, and what I'm looking for is like a pancake consistency. Keep in mind, you don't want to keep adding cheese to it. It takes a minute for the cheese to thicken. But after a few minutes, if you see that the cheese isn't thickening, then you can add another handful of shredded cheese. You're going to want to check for thickness every few minutes for that pancake consistency. Remember to stir the cheese sauce occasionally so that the sauce does not burn. Time to prep the mac and cheese to go into the oven. When the noodles are done boiling, you're going to want to strain the noodles and then rinse with cold water. Next, you're going to prep the baking pan, and you're going to coat it with butter, and I'm only using an aluminum pan because I have to make a delivery. What's best to use to bake mac and cheese is a ceramic dish. You can use glass, but ceramic just cooks the mac and cheese better. Next, add the noodles to the pan, but don't fill all the way to the top. You don't want there to be spillover in the oven from when the juices are released. Next, you're going to want to coat the noodles with sour cream, and you don't want to put too much because then you'll get a sour cream taste, and you want the flavors to blend and complement each other, not overpower each other. And this will ensure that beautiful cheddar taste, and the sour cream helps it stay creamy. Next, add your cheese sauce. The more sauce, the creamier, but too much sauce will make it soupy, or you may have to cook it a little longer, so be careful. Then you're going to completely cover the noodles with shredded cheese. The top with paprika, but not too much. Time to go in the oven, and then you're going to want to set the timer for 20 minutes. And then 20 minutes later, time to check on the mac and cheese. Time to check if the mac and cheese is done. And all I do is take the knife and stick it through the mac and cheese. And if it comes out smooth and clean, I know that it's ready. And you don't want to overcook it, because when you take the mac and cheese out, it still kind of continues to cook because it's already hot. And you don't want the mac and cheese to be dry. You want it to be creamy. Time for the satisfying sounds of the squishy.
So there you have it. That is how I make my homemade mac and cheese, and hopefully it helps you guys out during the holidays to prepare an amazing mac and cheese. Everybody will be raving about it and craving more. This recipe was handed down from my mom to her mom and probably her mom before that. So, it's generations of all that goodness in that mac and cheese. Enjoy! And with that, I'm gonna go enjoy that mac and cheese, and I'll send you guys off so that you can possibly enjoy that mac and cheese by making it yourself. Or in this particular DIY, cooking it yourself. So, peace, love, and hugs. Okay, see you guys next time. Take care. Have a great night. And happy holidays. Okay, bye.